Hi my dears, welcome back to the geography class. In the last class, we learned about the 7th chapter, India, the land of diversities. Today we will start the 8th chapter, Resource Wealth of India. This chapter deals with the geographical characteristics of different sectors such as agriculture, mining, industry, transport, etc. that influence the economy of India. Let's start with agriculture and agro-based industries. India is an agricultural country. Nearly two-thirds of our population depends on agriculture for their livelihood. In addition to food crops, the agricultural sector also provides raw materials for some industries. Crop diversity is a characteristic feature of India. Do you know what geographical factors are favorable for the cultivation of diverse crops in India? Yes, they are diverse topography, climate, fertile soil, monsoon rain and irrigation facilities. As we know, the climatic conditions required for the cultivation of all the crops are not the same. We have different crops suited to each season. On the basis of the period of cultivation, we have three distinct cropping seasons: Kharif, Rabi, and Zaid. Let's see the classification of the crops based on their cropping seasons. First one, Kharif crops. These crops sowing on the month of June and harvesting early November. Rice, maize, millets, cotton, jute, sugarcane and groundnut are the major Kharif crops. Second one, Rabi. Its sowing period is on November and harvesting period is on March. Wheat, tobacco, mustard and pulses are the major Rabi crops. Last one, Zaid. Its sowing period is on March and harvesting period is on June. Fruits and vegetables are the major Zaid crops. Let's learn about agricultural crops. The diverse agricultural crops of India can be classified as food crops and cash crops. The crops which can directly be consumed as food are called food crops. Cash crops are those having industrial and commercial significance. Let's see the major food crops in India, their distribution and geographical requirements for its growth. First one, rice. Rice, the staple food crop of India, is a Kharif crop. Alluvial soil is most suitable for rice cultivation. Rice requires high temperature above 24 degrees Celsius and a good amount of rainfall more than 150 centimeter. Rice is being cultivated in regions with less rainfall with the aid of irrigation. Last one, rice is mostly cultivated in river basins and coastal plains. Rice is also cultivated by making terraces along the slopes of the Shivaliks. Next one, wheat. Wheat, the second major food crop produced in India, is a Rabi crop. Well-drained alluvial soil is ideal for wheat cultivation. The crop, which is mainly cultivated in temperate regions, requires 10 degrees Celsius to 26 degrees Celsius temperature and 75 centimeter of rainfall. Wheat cultivation in India is mainly dependent on irrigation as it is a winter crop. Next one, maize. Maize is the third major food crop produced in India. In India, maize is cultivated in both summer and winter. Cultivated in regions receiving an annual average rainfall of 75 centimeter. Well-drained, fertile soil is ideal. Maize is mostly cultivated in Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh. In addition to rice, wheat and maize, the food crops in India also include barley, millets, pulses, etc. Say how the cash crop in India are categorized? Yes, cash crops in India are classified as fiber crops, beverage crops, spices, and other crops. Next, cotton cultivation and cotton textile industry. Frost-free growing season, 20 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius of temperature and a small amount of annual rainfall are the geographical requirements for cotton cultivation. Black soil and alluvial soil are most suitable. Cotton is known as universal fiber as it is used worldwide in the textile sector. India ranks fourth in cotton production. Next, jute farming and jute industry. Jute is another fiber crop in India. Hot and humid conditions are ideal for its growth. High temperature and rainfall above 150 cm is essential for jute cultivation. Well-drained alluvial soil is required. The Ganga-Brahmaputra Delta region of West Bengal is the major jute producing region. Jute cultivation is mainly confined to West Bengal, Assam and some parts of Odisha. Jute and jute products from India are really significant in the international trade due to its low cost. Among the nations of the world, India ranks second in jute production. Next one, tea. India is the largest producer of tea in the world. The tea plantations of India are confined to Assam, West Bengal, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu. Hill slopes having an annual rainfall range of 200 cm to 250 cm and 25 degree to 30 degrees Celsius of temperature are most favorable for tea plantations. Well-drained soil, rich in humus content, is required for this plantation crop. Next one, coffee. India stands sixth in the production of coffee, which is a tropical plantation crop. Coffee plantations of India are confined to the Western Ghat ranges of Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu. Moderate temperature and high rainfall are the requirements for coffee cultivation. Next one, spices. India is famous for spices like cardamom, pepper, nutmeg, clove, ginger, etc. right from the ancient times. Plantations of spices are concentrated mostly to the ranges of Western Ghats. Here the favorable factors are well-drained forest soil or sandy soil and the tropical climate with large amount of rainfall. Next, sugar cultivation and sugar industry. Sugarcane, which is a tropical crop, requires hot, humid climate. Black soil and alluvial soil are ideal for sugarcane cultivation. India ranks second in the production of sugarcane. Uttar Pradesh is the leading producer in both sugarcane and cane sugar. In India, both sugar and jaggery are produced from sugarcane. Next one, rubber. Rubber cultivation requires temperature above 25 degrees Celsius and rainfall of more than 150 centimeter. Laterite soil, which is generally not suitable for other crops, is good for rubber. Kerala is the leading producer of rubber in India. It is a major source of income in Kerala. Rubber is cultivated on a small scale in certain parts of Tamil Nadu and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Let's conclude the class. Today we learned about agriculture and agro-based industries in India and its future. Hope you all understood these topics. Meet in the next class with the continuation of the chapter. Thank you.